What's going on, you guys? Thank you so much for being here. Truly appreciate it. You guys already know what type of video I'm about to do today, so let's get straight into it. So the LA fires, as we all have witnessed the past couple of days, have been catastrophic.
This image from Planet Labs from January the 7th clearly shows the very start of the Palisades fire. But by January the 8th, before and after images from Maxar begin to show us the damage to property close up. This image is from the Altadena neighborhood where the Eaton fire took hold. Smoke began to obscure most of LA, but shortwave infrared imagery can pick out fires raging on the ground. These are before and after images again from the Altadena area. Every orange glow is an active fire. And in these images from Planet Labs, everything that appears red is healthy vegetation, and you can see by January the 8th, the brown areas are everything that has burned. On January the 9th, 6 separate wildfires were still burning in Los Angeles County.
Today's podcast is mostly going to be surrounding the conspiracy behind the underground tunnels in LA. A lot of videos have been coming out about this, and it's very suspicious.
Very suspicious.
Now, we all know the destructive force of wildfires in California, but what if there's something more going on beneath the surface?
Literally.
People believe these tunnels are used for sinister things such as human trafficking or preparation for the New World Order.
A new world order.
But there's just not enough evidence to support these claims. It's a possibility, however, because if you guys look at all the signs that we are seeing, like all the weird indicators, the red flags, it truly makes me believe in conspiracy theories, you know? So let's get more into it.
Each day brings talk of another conspiracy.
So this is the first video that I want to show you guys that kind of show you that these fires are suspicious, and they're all occurring above these LA tunnels that they are supposedly trying to put in place, like this new AI city that they are trying to create for the Olympics 2028. There's all these, again, conspiracies that people are making up, but like I said, who knows if it's true, but all we can do is just raise the question and see what the hell is going to happen.
America.
So the California wildfires just happened to line up perfectly with the potential high-speed rail system that they are planning to put in for these smart cities. This is sort of reminding me of something here, guys. Remember in 2019 when Melbourne, Australia had their wildfires as well? It just happened to line up again with the proposed high-speed railway. You have Smart LA 2028 proposed in December of 2020. With the plan to build a smart city. However, you can't really build a smart city on top of another city. You'd have to somehow demolish the initial foundation. Same thing that happened in Maui with the smart city proposal from March 30th to April 1st of 2023. And then the wildfires take place on August 8th to 11th.
Honestly, I cannot stop repeating the correlation between the LA fires and the Maui fires.
Why?
Right before the fires happened in Maui, what happened? There was this weird project that was put in place to create this new city in Hawaii to prevent global warming.
It looks questionable to me.
And the same thing for LA. They want a new look for LA, you feel me? They want to get rid of the old to make way for the new, but how do you do that? But again, there's not enough evidence to show that this is true, but it's just really interesting when you start connecting the dots. If the dots weren't there, we wouldn't have to keep blaming these private corporations, these money-hungry goblins that will literally do anything to feed their pockets. So, like I said, this is just some questions I'm raising because I've been getting hit with so much conspiracy flags.
Bullshit!
Like, you can't even raise the question anymore. Like, a lot of my videos, I don't say that it's one thing or the other. I kind of like just focus on the gray area, but still you can't even do that, which is kind of
Stupid.
so. Let's get back to the video.
Now, what sort of wildfires demolish everything in sight, but leave the trees and the leaves still intact? I mean, like everything destroyed to the ground, yet this bush unfazed. It's crazy that these major insurance companies would pull their policies months before this happened. It's also crazy that the fire hydrants didn't have any water in them, just like Maui. And they just happened to pull $17.6 million in funding from the LA Fire Department 7 months before. Now, I am a conspiracy theorist, and that just means I'm a critical thinker. None of this is adding up. All of this is obvious what's going on. And I suggest you look into this if you're still on the fence.
Thank you, and may God bless America.
So before we move into the important stuff, I want to talk about the fires. So every year in California, we have these fires. In the past couple of years, we witnessed in the Bay Area how bad it got. So yeah, it's nothing new. However, this year, things truly are different. Fires are spreading at an unprecedented rate, and some areas seem to burn in ways that don't entirely make sense, leaving behind patterns that raise more than a few eyebrows. However, beyond the destruction of these homes and businesses, some locals begin noticing strange things about these fires. Like areas where the flames seem to jump, where only certain buildings were hit. So this led to a theory that there's something else at play. Some speculate that there could be more than just natural causes fueling these fires. And these fires are happening during very rough times. Like in America, there's like so much wars going on right now, like with what's going on in Russia, what's going on in the Middle East. And there's so much more that we do not think about, but it's just the worst time to have this happening right now. And to have it happen to rich people, you know, like seeing actors losing their houses with no insurances, but I know they have a lot of money, but there are a lot of people who literally lost everything. I know there's like 3 actors. I forgot. One of them played that movie. What was that movie called? It was that guy who lost his vision during that. It was like a toxic chemical waste that went into his eyes. And it was called Daredevil. You know that guy who played that movie Daredevil? He lost his house and he's literally living at his ex's place. Like imagine you pulling up to your ex like, can I live with you? Like that's crazy.
Get out of here.
So it just shows you that this can happen to anybody. So moving on. So the underground tunnels conspiracy. According to some conspiracy theorists, LA is riddled with a network of secret tunnels, which we kind of showed in that video, the first video that I showed you guys. So according to some conspiracy theorists, LA is riddled with a network of secret tunnels, some dating back to the early 20th century. The story goes like this. These tunnels, which are allegedly used by the elite, could be more than just passageways for utilities or old transport routes. Some believe they might even be used for covert operations like human trafficking, military activity, or believe it or not, geoengineering projects. Or
Aliens.
I'm not saying like, I don't know. I'm not saying I believe in aliens, but just imagine we're not the only ones, you feel me? We are definitely not the only ones.
Is that letter?
Now you might be thinking, what does this have to do with the fires? Well, some of these theorists claim that the fires are no accident. They point to areas that seem to burn in precise patterns, or that certain properties are spared despite being in close proximity to the flames. Could there be more connection between these mysterious underground tunnels and the way the fires are being spread? Some go as far as suggesting that these underground tunnels are equipped with secret technologies like EMPs, which stands for electromagnetic pulse, or directed energy weapons that can manipulate fire patterns or cause the fires to behave in unusual ways. And yes, it sounds wild, very wild, but we know wildfires often raise more questions than answers.
So many questions.
Oh yeah, almost forgot to bring this up. I don't know if y'all seen, but there are a lot of videos coming out from LA that shows anything that was blue survived the fires, such as like blue cars, blue houses, There was like recycling bins, blue tents, so on and so on. So it looks like we're gonna have to be Smurfs from now on.
Like and subscribe to this video.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
So it's important to remember that most of these theories are exactly that, conspiracy theories, because again, there's not enough concrete evidence that suggests that everything that I'm saying is true. However, it's a possibility. While there's no concrete evidence linking underground tunnels to the fires, people who believe in this theory argue that certain things just don't add up. For instance, why are some neighborhoods hit harder than others? Why do certain fires seem to follow a pattern that doesn't match traditional wildfire patterns? But where does the truth lie? While it's easy to get caught up in conspiracy theories, like me, it's crucial to focus on what we do know. The fires in LA are a result of a complex set of natural and man-made factors. I believe it's more man-made than natural, including climate change, poor forest management, and population growth in fire-prone areas. There was such of a lack of preparation for these fires in LA, it's unbelievable.
State Farm is there.
And as for the tunnels, LA does have a history of underground infrastructure, like subway systems, utilities, and even old smuggling routes from the Prohibition era. But as for the idea of an expansive secretive network being used for nefarious purposes, that remains for now in the realm of speculation.